Excellencies, Mr. René van der Linden, Professor Wim Raude, ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates and families, it's really my honor to be with you today. I still remember how it felt 22 years ago, and it was really a special day for me as well. On the other hand, it's not that easy to have a stage after Hans, because Hans was really inspiring all of us. I've got actually one excuse, because Hans was asking me not to use PowerPoint presentation because he would like to use it, and he needs my time, so I will be short, and not even using 20 minutes, but just a joke. But actually, I didn't even talk to Hans before the speech, so I didn't know what he's going for. But anyhow, my speech will be without PowerPoint presentation, will be short, so you can hopefully enjoy your celebration sooner and not wait that long. The language of international business is English, but with accent. Like me, most of us speak English with accent, but actually it doesn't bother us in doing successful business internationally. I would say it's even sexy to speak English with accent. So don't get bothered, speak English with an accent as you learned. What I think really bothers us in making successful international business is much more about not spending time with each other. A lot of times, for example, with Azerbaijan, I'm doing business in Azerbaijan. My colleagues are telling me, Sandor, you are doing it now for 1.5 years and nothing happens. Why are you so patient? I said, hey, look, guys, it's a different culture. You have to understand that you need time. Go there personally, not just using emails and SMS and Skype phones, but go there, meet them, eat with them, drink with them. So time is crucial. We need to dedicate time to each other to make business at the end. A lot of times we don't understand where the person is coming from. We don't know what is his religion, whether it's important for him to have Ramadan, or what is for Catholics Christmas time, and all that sort of stuff do matter a lot. So we have to understand where we are coming from. If we know that, then doing business is much easier. But I'm pretty sure that you learned a lot about this at MSM, like me. But of course, life taught us some different stories. We have to combine the two, but certainly knowledge is simply not enough to be successful. So you have to really use your practical experience and combine the two to be successful at the end. I must say that I graduated 3 times in my life. Actually, the last one I didn't want to do it. I got my PhD in Hungary, but I told myself, after my MBA, I don't need it. But my father was forcing me, Sandor, you have to get a PhD because you learn so much. I want to see my son as being a doctor. But I must admit that the graduation here at MSM made the biggest impact on my life. And I'll tell you why. I left Hungary in 1993 and finished my MBA here, as was said before. And I came here from the government of Debrecen, and I was doing pretty nicely, working for the mayor, and got pretty nice salaries at that time. I was making, I think, $40 a month. So, but I was still happy. But I said, okay, an MBA might change my life. So I came here and finished the MBA. And I said to myself, do I want to go back and make maybe $60? And said, no, I'm going to stay in Holland. But what to do then? So I was thinking about going for an international company. But honestly, I didn't know my way out, how to get there, and didn't know the local culture, basically nothing. So I said to myself, Sandor, what is your strength? And I was thinking, okay, if I combine maybe my Dutch MBA studies, some knowledge, and with my Hungarian experience, and basically knowing how to guide foreigners into Hungary, it might actually be a base for a business. So I had the idea to set up a Dutch-Hungarian bridgehead in Maastricht, But of course, without cash, it's never easy because at the end you have to pay your bills, right? And I had nothing in my pocket, you can imagine. I didn't have any savings from that $40 from Hungary. So I was thinking, okay, let's talk to the government, and maybe they're going to believe in me and give me some funding at the beginning. So I talked to the province here in Limburg, to Jean Severens, who was supporting. I was talking to the Gemeente Maastricht, to Theo Bovens. That time he was deputy mayor. Today he is the governor of the province, and also the mayor of Debrecen in Hungary, and they gave me some funding to start DBH over here. So it was a stick thing at the beginning of foundation, but obviously the business goal. I had to actually convert DBH into a profit-making company. And actually I managed that by 1997, and 98 I got 100% of the shares of DBH, and still 1998 it's fully my own company. At the beginning, as I said, we were just doing consultancy, supporting Dutch companies to move to Eastern Europe, mainly to Hungary, and we were helping them in privatization processes, making greenfield investment or brownfield, whatever, and we made some money, and I could accumulate some for the startup of my fully fledged owned company for 1998, but it still was not enough to make a big jump. But honestly, I still did better after 1998, not because I didn't actually appreciate the support of the government, but simply because the government was nice, but they were also keep holding me back. I was much more a risk taker than always reporting to the council, and they were checking me what I'm doing, and it was nice. It was a nice start, and I'm very much appreciating what the government did for me, but afterwards, DBH really had a different path. So, my first biggest success was basically doing sweat equity investments. I invested my time into companies who went to Hungary, and they didn't want to pay my consultancy fees, so they said, Sandor, we're going to give you 20% of the shares of this company, you make it happen in 2 years' time. And I did, and then I made my first exit in 1999, and then I got more than, you know, the dollars what I made at the government, and pretty nice exits, and then afterwards I was doing my financial investments step by step, and today what I can say, we have got our own venture capital fund. As I was introduced, we are investing mainly in innovative enterprises. I'm not investing in anything else, just companies with IP. They have to have patents, otherwise DBH is not going for any investments, but if something is technology-driven, innovative, we are always looking at opportunities, not just in the region, but also outside. So we have got this fund, but besides that, we still kept the business services. So we still support companies who want to grow internationally with our consultancy business services, because I believe that simply giving capital to a company is not enough. We have to also help them to get market presence. They also need IT support, financial support, so we all couple it together, and that's how we can help them to grow. And we are doing that now in 7 countries with our own offices, and then we have partners in 40 other countries globally. The business services, what we do, those are mainly regional, so from Poland to Czechia, Slovakia, Romania, etc. Austria, also we have got office in Eindhoven. But our investments are actually everywhere globally. Actually, last year we had a celebration on a boat in Budapest, and I invited also Theo Bovens to come over, and he gave a toast, and he was saying, Sandor, if you are 25 years old, come over to Maastricht, we're going to celebrate your 25th anniversary over here. But then have an office over here. Now it's not even 1 year afterwards, after this speech, after this toast, and I can gladly say that I'm going to come back to Maastricht by the end of the year. I'm going to buy a company here and again be back after 20-some years to my lovely city, to Maastricht. I hope you're going to all like it here, and one day you will also feel the same like me. I left it, but I always have the heart bringing back to Maastricht, and hope that at least monthly I will be able to come, or not monthly, but quarterly, and see my growing company in Maastricht and in Eindhoven. Once a journalist asked me, who is your example in business? And I was thinking, who should I say? Steve Jobs? And I didn't even know him, I just read articles and I said, no, he's not my example. I mean, for me, if I can look at somebody and I'm proud of somebody, it's much more like somebody is successful in business, but also having a decent family life. If it's not coupled, for me, it's less admirable. It's not for everybody, but that's for me. That's who I am. So I like to have a balanced family life and a successful business. And the two things have to go together. Otherwise, I don't have the comfort. Simply not. I have got 5 little kids, and if I'm very frank to you, when Wim asked me, Sandor, you can come over to the Netherlands and meet the graduates, and I was very happy and really honored to come. But then I was thinking, 1st of September is the start of the school year, and really the first day of my kids to go to school is the 2nd, so I'm not going to be with them when they go to school. So it was the biggest sacrifice for me not to take them to school this week, but to kindergarten. But Monday I'm back, and I will take them again, the daily routine, to the crash and to the kindergarten and to the school, and I think they will accept that the father was away this week. So again, for me, the two things are going together, business and family. Dear graduates, my business career is an example of what MSM can do to a person like me, or to you, or can even do better. There are many ways to utilize your studies and develop your own career. You will have to find it yourself, of course. But what I always have found important are the following. Be open for challenges. As also Hans said, accept other people's values. I think it's very important to take your life into your own hands. Be creative and motivated. And I think it's also very important to be adaptive to challenges. We learn something here today in school, and we think it's going to be valid forever. I think we all know it's wrong. So if you learn something, and then life brings a challenge, and we cannot adapt to what we learned, then we have to adapt ourselves to the challenges. And things are going so fast, and I believe that we all have to face it, that we have to adapt quickly, and a lot of times in our life. As I told you before, I think knowledge is important, but simply not enough, and I also believe that you have to have your emotional rudder on people, otherwise your business will be less successful. If you are able to make impact on people, surely it's going to pay back. Because those people who are motivated, they're going to make you successful, even more successful. There is a Dutch rule, but I think it's a rule which is a global rule, but that's what I learned today, so I call it Dutch rule. Whenever you are dealing with others, think and act win-win. Relate to others with respect and try to achieve mutual benefit for all involved. Treat people the way you want to be treated yourself. If these golden rules are kept for the rest of your life, I think you're going to be successful. I mean, I see all these nice faces, and everybody's positive that MSM helped them one step further to achieve their goals. I think you managed that, and you will be all successful. But believe in yourself, do it step by step. At the end, it's going to pay back. Congratulations to all of you. You did a good job. Congratulations also from my side again to the families, because I still remember again my parents, what they did, and I know it's not easy. So to the parents, congratulations. And once more, good luck and make it happen. Thank you.